So I, I wrote a little parody. It's a conversation between a father and a son. It's called The Facts of Life, and it goes like this. Son, I think it's time you and I had a man-to-man talk about something. About, well, sometimes they're called the facts of life. You mean sex, Dad? No, they told you all about that in school. They have, haven't they? Yeah, sure. No, right. No, what I mean is something different. Let me put it this way. Do you know where money comes from? The money your mother and I use to buy food and clothes and things? From the cash register at the deli? Well, yes, but you know why there's money in the cash register? Enough for us to bring home. Oh, that's because when someone comes in and wants like a pastrami on rye, they pay you for it. Good. That's what I want to talk about. Buying and selling and profit. Profit? What does profit have to do with us? Dad, you don't mean capitalists make profits. You're not a capitalist, are you, Dad? No. Well, yes, I am. Not a big one or a rich one, but yes, I'm a capitalist and I make a profit, most weeks anyway. That's where our money comes from. I don't believe this. You mean you and Mom? Dad, I thought profits were dirty. They're always saying in school, what do they tell you in school? Well, the teachers say that people who make profits are taking money from people and making them poor. Mr. Wright Littleton, he's my social studies teacher. He says the profit motive is evil, and if we do it, we'll get, we'll be a wart on society. Good heavens, I didn't think anyone was still telling boys those old wives' tales. Son, I want you to forget about all that. Profit is a perfectly natural and healthy thing. It is? Sure. Let me ask you, do you ever find yourself feeling a propensity to barter in a truck? To what? Do you ever feel like trading things? You know, like with your friends? Yeah, sometimes maybe. That's all right, son. You're at the age when most boys start to have these feelings. Girls, too. Now, let's suppose you go to the school cafeteria for lunch and your friend Jimmy has a sandwich that you like and you got one that he wants. You'd trade, wouldn't you? And you're better off because you get the sandwich you want and he gets the one he wants. That's profit. I don't know, Dad. That doesn't sound much like. I know it doesn't sound like what your teachers are talking about. Okay, but now let's look at what happens in the deli. Someone comes in for a pastrami sandwich and I charge him $3.75. I wrote this some years ago. I'm better off since the guy's $3.75 are worth more to me than the sandwich because the sandwich only cost me $3 to make. But that's just it, Dad. Like the teacher said, aren't you taking money from him? No. You see, I know that's part of the old wives' tale that sellers are the only ones who really like making profits. And buyers don't enjoy it. They just go along to be popular. But that's not true. They like it, same as us. Believe me. Look, the guy in my store wouldn't buy the sandwich unless we're worth more than $3.75 to him. Otherwise, he'd go next door to Johnson's place or go home and make the sandwich. So he's getting a profit too, only he doesn't put it in the cash register. He puts it in his stomach. The profit goes, he puts it in his stomach? Are you kidding me, Dad? Well, I didn't mean that exactly. I mean, he's better off. Well, I kind of see what you mean, but I know all this may seem a little distasteful to you. It's going to take a while before you get used to it. That's part of growing up. But believe me, when a buyer and a seller meet and they both honestly like what the other has and they trade, well, it can be a very beautiful experience.